Welcome everybody, Phil Titan here. We're going to go ahead and take a Tesla Model S around Nordschleife and see how fast we can get around. This is a comparison of sorts to the Porsche Taycan Turbo S video. But I can tell you now, this was a different breed of car to drive. It wasn't as fast as the Turbo Taycan S. The suspension is definitely not set up for the track. The car felt more like a street car that I was able to huck around, while the Turbo S seemed very refined on the track. We know Elon Musk himself even brought the Plaid Edition to try to set a lap time here. But the Plaid Edition is not a manufactured car, it's a one-off. The S model is their top flagship car. So comparing it to the Turbo, S, what made more sense than, downloading a mod. There were some key differences in this car. The initial liftoff is so much greater. My biggest flaw for the car on the track is simply its handling. It's not designed to go around this track flat out. It is a great car for those launches and doing straight drags with people, but not for hitting corners at full speed. That being said, it still hit corners pretty well. There's other cars I would say are much worse. Elon Musk creating the Model S has led to so many companies creating electric cars. Yesterday at CES, I don't know, electronics thing. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. But it's all over social media this morning that Sony, after announcing a PlayStation 5, announced a Sony car, electric car. It looks exactly like a Tesla. Elon Musk created an era of cars to come from every manufacturer. And the Tesla is definitely set the standard for what electric cars should be. Porsche took the Turbo Taycan S and they had to put their performance stamp on it. Make sure it's a performance car on top of being an electric car. That was expected. That's what Porsche does. Driving this car was a lot of fun in the end. I had a lot of fun driving the Tesla. It was a different breed of drive around this Nürburgring compared to the Taycan. And you couldn't compare them together. It was two different cars. The top speed on the Model S, I think, maxed out at 130, while the Taycan, I think, maxes out around 264 kilometers. The top speed and the overall performance of the Taycan for a track day, definitely the best electric car, hands down. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't buy a Tesla. I've driven in Teslas, and they're very comfortable for daily drive. And still much cheaper than buying a Turbo Taycan S. How many days am I going to spend going to the track in my Turbo Taycan S? Probably none. At $185,000 without tax. After tax? I don't even want to think of the number. But I'm not taking it to Willow Springs to go hit some laps. I'll be taking a built track car, not my Turbo Taycan S. So if you're thinking of buying the Taycan over the Tesla, I hope you reconsider those and consider buying the American-made first electric sedan that was the most successful. and first to be successful in the electric industry. It was a pleasure driving this car. Elon, I have a lot of respect for what you do, especially with SpaceX. You're even encouraging Porsche to look into building spaceships with Disney. Getting your car around the Nordschleife was actually very difficult, but I would love to have another attempt with your Plaid Edition and give it a real proper flat out lap. Because given how you think, I'm sure we could definitely beat Porsche. Porsche, know this though, I love your car. In my video for you guys, I said you guys built the best experience, which you guys did for a track. I've never driven your car in real life on the streets, so I can't give you a proper review there. But a Tesla I have. And it's the most comfortable car on the market right now for your daily use. Overall, getting around Nordschleife in the Tesla, while being a little bit difficult, as you can see in some of the mistakes I made, was still able to do it in under 8 minutes for an electric car. If that's not enough for you, then I don't know what is. That's a great time. I thought I was going to get 8 minutes in the Porsche, but I got a 7:13. You could get a Model 3, which is actually just as good as the Model S, for way cheaper, and it handles like a dream. I've driven a Model 3 as well in real life, and I loved it. So to send off to Elon and Tesla and the future of electric cars that he set for us, thank you very much. All this was created in Gran Turismo Sport. Thank you, Kazumiri, for building such an amazing, beautiful software. And to Sony. And Sony, I'm looking forward to testing your car here at the Nürburgring and making a video comparing it to the Tesla and to the Porsche now. So I look forward to driving the Sony soon. But before you buy an expensive electric car, do not skip Tesla, because they built the perfect electric car for the daily use. So thank you everybody for joining me. Have a wonderful 2020, and keep an eye out for more electric cars that will be popping up. Take care everybody. Thank you.